Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ed Ponzi from edponzi.com. Thank you so much for all your feedback. We enjoy it here. I had this idea, because I was thinking, we had a gentleman not too far from here in Passaic, New Jersey. He hit the lottery for $338 million. He's going to be buying all kinds of amazing stuff, and he's going to be paying the rent for his friends, and it's amazing how much money he's got to be spreading around. And I got to thinking, because here in the U.S., we are spending $85 billion, with billion with a B, every month on quantitative easing. Now, if you think about it, instead of spending $85 billion on quantitative easing, we could make 85,000 millionaires every month. 85,000 new millionaires every month. Imagine how much money they'd be spending. They'd be buying cars and jewelry and clothes and all kinds of stuff. This economy would be rocking if we had 85,000 new millionaires a month. But instead, we're spending it on quantitative easing, and we created only 88,000 jobs in the month of March, and I'm pretty sure none of those jobs, very few if any of those jobs are going to pay $1 million over a very, very long period of time. So it just goes to show you, this quantitative easing, 88,000 jobs is a huge disappointment. We used to create 300,000, 400,000 jobs every month without any stimulus, without any quantitative easing. If you want to have a greater understanding of quantitative easing and why it's not working, be sure to check out Selling America Short on Amazon.com. Be sure to take a look at that book that I wrote last year. It's Book of the Year, according to FX Street. Now, in addition to quantitative easing or quantitative lottery, what about the non-farm payroll? What the heck happened? 88,000 jobs was a huge disappointment. Okay, we were actually looking for around 160,000. Those were lowered expectations, and then they missed horribly. 88,000 jobs is really, really sad and pathetic. So I just want to say, what happened? First of all, the dollar normally strengthens on events that are very bad news for the economy, right? Because people sell stocks and they buy treasuries. And we certainly saw a lot of buying of treasuries on Friday. Big spike in treasury prices. So why didn't the dollar strengthen is the big question. There were two things that happened. First of all, on Thursday, we had Mario Draghi from the ECB sounding very dovish, and he created a short covering rally in the euro. That spilled over into Friday. And that's one of the reasons why the dollar didn't strengthen, because if you look at the US dollar index, it is generally, it is exactly 57% euro. So when the euro is getting stronger, the dollar index usually is going to fall. The second reason had to do with the Fed and members inside the Fed, who until recently had been saying that perhaps quantitative easing would have to end in the near future. I'm not talking about Plosser and Fisher. Those guys are hawks. Okay, they're always against quantitative easing. I'm talking about people like Dudley and Rosengren. Those are doves. Generally, they're in favor of quantitative easing. They have been speaking recently about tapering down quantitative easing, and when the market heard that, the dollar began to go up. Now, after an 88,000 jobs being created in March, such a dismal failure, no one's going to talk about tapering off QE. So you got QE into the future, onto the horizon, and beyond. And that's bad news for the dollar. So the dollar did not strengthen on Friday for those two reasons, just in case you found it confusing. So the dollar didn't strengthen, but I'll tell you something that has been strengthening is Best Buy, which is a stock that we spoke about in the mentoring class. Okay, and I've heard from some of the students, I know that you're making money on Best Buy. You're still counting the money you made on Cabela's the month before, and now you're making money on Best. What are you going to do with all this money? Well, the economy's going to recover soon. If you guys keep making all this money, congratulations, everyone. And the funny thing about Best Buy is, I don't really like Best Buy. I don't shop there. I won't even go there unless I have to, right? But the truth is, the company is not the stock, okay? The stock was horrible last year, downtrend. If you shorted all the rallies, you made money. That changed this year. Now you're in an uptrend. You got to buy the dips.